right, everybody, and happy Wednesday. It is the first day of March. We just wrapped up meteorological winter and we're entering meteorological spring. Astronomical spring doesn't begin until March 20th, and we'll dive into the details on that and what you need to know. Outside right now, it's mostly cloudy. We are looking at an overcast sky in some areas across San Antonio and across the region, but the radar, it's quiet. And before we get to that, let's chat about how warm last month was. You'll notice yesterday, 84, 87 on Monday. We hit almost near 90 on last Wednesday. So, I mean, by and large, most of last month was spent above average and in the 80s and even near 90 in some days for February 2023. But that's all in the rear view, and now we're looking ahead to March. 74 degrees. We have a south wind at about 11 miles an hour. Humidity, it's up. So it's setting up the stage for a few showers and some isolated storm activity tomorrow. Today, though, should be mostly quiet. There may be a few storms late tonight. And again, we'll show you the forecast models in just a second. 81 at Cotulla, 81 at Eagle Pass, already jumping into the 80s in our southern counties. We'll have to fix George West and Beeville, but they're likely in the 80s, if not near 79 to 80 right now. 80 at Victoria, 74 in San Antonio, and 70s elsewhere across the map from the hill country towards the Rio Grande. All pretty mild to warm. And notice the dew points are up, right? So dew points are ranging in the 60s. That's up from the upper 50s yesterday. So these south winds are doing their job. They're transporting more humidity. And what that's going to do is, again, set the stage for some rain tomorrow. Not right now. Radar, it's quiet. And south winds are a little breezy. Around 18 miles, that's the occasional gust here in San Antonio. A bit more breezy across the hill country, 25 to 30 mile an hour gusts up there. And then near 32 in George West and Beeville. So a little breezy, but the south winds are keeping our humidity elevated on this Wednesday. Let me fix this text real quick before we go forward. Let's do this real time. So there we go. Here is Wednesday's forecast. So obviously morning clouds, that'll eventually clear, but not until probably 2 or 3 p.m. This is a low-level cloud deck. That's going to be hard to break apart, but with daytime heat, highs in the middle to upper 80s, that'll help things get a little more sunny this afternoon. Southeast winds 10 to 15 miles an hour at times, and a bit more breezy towards the south. In the middle tonight, 9 p.m., 74 degrees, quiet on the radar. We're not looking at really a significant chance for rain today, but late tonight through tomorrow morning, different story. So here's futurecast and what to expect today. Highs near 90 today, upper 80s, lower 90s. Now, it says 90 in San Antonio, but that's going to vary across the metro. I do think San Antonio hits about 88 to 89 today, max, but still spring to even summer-like warmth this afternoon with a blend of clouds and sunshine. By late tonight, skies mostly quiet, and then there it is. So as you saw in that just quick run-through on Futurecast, this is a one forecast model. Some isolated rain and pockets of heavy rain will be possible mainly after midnight and moving through tomorrow morning, early pre-dawn. 3 a.m. into 5 a.m., 6 a.m., 7 a.m. So tomorrow morning, if you're getting out, obviously if you're going to work, doing your thing tomorrow morning around the sunrise hour, leave a little early just in case. Rain shouldn't be abundant. It will not be widespread. It'll be just kind of pockets of hit or miss rain, few and far between tomorrow morning. And then tomorrow afternoon, mostly quiet with some sunshine breaking out through 4 o'clock. But after 4 p.m. is when we have to watch for a boundary to move in from West Texas, a low dropping into Texas from the north. And then that'll ignite and generate a few scattered, isolated storms between 4 p.m. and about 8 p.m. tomorrow night. So again, tomorrow evening, we're pinpointing the timing on a few isolated storms. It looks like coverage is going to be low, but watch how this kind of unfolds. So this is 4 p.m. tomorrow, and we'll fast forward to 5 p.m. That's around Fredericksburg, and then into 6 p.m. We may get clipped here in San Antonio and northern Bexar County. If you're watching from Bernie, a few pop-up thunderstorms possible after 4 p.m. tomorrow. And then that line moves farther east past New Braunfels, I-35, and this line is expected to strengthen, but east of San Antonio. Down I-10 towards Houston is a more conducive, favorable environment. It's more humid. There's more dynamics in place, and the instability is higher east of Bexar County for tomorrow. Air is warmer, the humidity is higher, and the dynamics and the upper level support is there east of San Antonio. So again, for San Antonio and areas between Hondo, Seguin, Gonzales, Bernie, Floresville, Pleasanton, This is crazy. Look at this. Up towards 100 degrees possible out near Carrizo Springs and Cotulla tomorrow. If you're watching from Eagle Pass, Carrizo Springs, Laredo, Cotulla, George West, temperatures will be in the 90s, if not near 100 tomorrow. Second day of March, tomorrow. It's going to be crazy. But anyway, best chance of rain after 4 p.m. starting in the hill country, moving farther east, swinging across I-35 through 6 p.m., 7 p.m., and towards 8 p.m. tomorrow night. And that is it. The rest of the tomorrow evening, night looks quiet, clear. It'll be a fast-moving line that moves off east towards Houston by about 9 p.m. or so. So, big takeaway. Tomorrow evening, 4 p.m., 8 p.m., best window for a few storms in San Antonio and the metro and across the hill country after 4 p.m. And then that moves farther east after 8 p.m. And then skies clear, and the rest of the night through tomorrow and Friday morning, it looks a lot better. And here's why we're talking about this. So this low is going to anchor down. You see that low, that U shape in the upper levels. This is tomorrow. This trough, this upper level low, will branch off from the jet stream, and that'll provide the dynamics and shear aloft to get storms going. So that's the first part. So we have a front moving through Texas at the surface, but we have also upper level winds going pretty quickly around that southeastern part of the low, and that's going to kickstart things. So here's the SPC's look at today. East of Dallas, best threat, highest concerns for severe weather today is northeast of Dallas, towards Arkansas, towards northern Louisiana, Tennessee, northern Mississippi, and northern Alabama. Today is the highest threat for severe weather for that part of the country. Fast forward to tomorrow, it's increased for areas at and east of Dallas towards southern Arkansas and northern Louisiana. That's for tomorrow. This map is for tomorrow. And you'll see San Antonio still kind of on the outer edge of things, if not on that line, that dividing line that separates us from nothing to just that slight risk, that yellow color. As a matter of fact, let's zoom in and show you how far San Antonio is in this particular threat. So this is for tomorrow. Between 4 p.m. and 8 p.m., San Antonio's best window at seeing storms. Same thing for Austin, hill country areas, and our south and southeastern counties. Our western counties should not see much. Del Rio, Eagle Pass, Uvalde, Cotulla, probably not going to cash in on the action. But for tomorrow, for Thursday, we are in a marginal level 1 out of 5 risk. That's the lowest risk. Isolated storms will be possible between 4 p.m. and 8 p.m. tomorrow. And as I zoom out, you'll see the threat increases dramatically into Austin, Waco, Dallas, Houston, north of Houston. It gets pretty bad. So between, let's say, College Station, Dallas, and Tyler, northeast Texas, and southwestern portions of Arkansas, that's where we're looking at the highest concern for severe weather tomorrow. San Antonio, outer edge of things, probably just going to see some isolated storms between 4 p.m. and 8 p.m. tomorrow night, and that's it. It moves east, and we are clear. We are done by tomorrow night late. But severe weather will be the biggest and largest concern for this pocket right here. Between Alexandria, Little Rock, and Dallas is that red zone. That's a level 4 out of 5. East of Dallas, down I-20 and down I-30. So if you have any family, friends in this area for tomorrow, if you are planning to drive anywhere near Dallas, near this particular area, anytime tomorrow, do it early, because after 1, 2 o'clock, things start developing out west and then swinging east across Dallas, across northeast Texas, and into stretching into Louisiana and Arkansas. So again, our local area, San Antonio, mainly between 4 p.m. and 8 p.m. tomorrow, just some isolated storms. You'll see we're in that level 1 out of 5, the lowest risk. We're not expecting a lot. Forecast models are not keen on the idea of widespread storms. We're just going to see spotty, isolated storm activity tomorrow evening, 4 p.m., 5 p.m., 6 p.m., 7 p.m. But the farther north you are, if you're watching from Austin, Houston, Dallas, and Fort Worth, that's where the threat does get larger. As you can see, between Oklahoma City, Dallas, Little Rock, and Memphis, moderate to an enhanced risk for severe weather tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow night. Thursday morning should be fine. If you're traveling anywhere from San Angelo to Dallas to Austin to Houston to Louisiana or Arkansas, do it tomorrow morning, because after lunchtime, after 2 o'clock tomorrow, Thursday, that's when things start to get active. Storms will develop out west and swing and race across east, down I-20 down I-30 towards Little Rock, towards Memphis, and towards the southeast United States. So let's actually time it out for you. So let me delete this particular low, and we'll go into detail about this. All right, so it's 11:28, and let's go into detail. This is starts out with the IBM, and then it goes into the long-range models. So this is through tomorrow morning, 5, 6 a.m. So tomorrow morning, maybe some isolated activity between San Antonio and Houston, and near I-45 and College Station and Bryan. But again, coverage tomorrow morning will be few and far between, just scattered activity. It's a much larger risk for severe weather as we move into after 2 o'clock tomorrow, especially for North Texas. Let's fix the camera angle on this because it's a little hard to see. Let's see, right here. Right there, perfect. We'll just get the entire snapshot of Texas in this shot. All right, bear with me, guys, bear with me. All right, so there it is. So here is tomorrow morning at 7:30, some scattered activity around the region. And then as we move into lunchtime, right here, it's about 12 o'clock, some light rain between San Antonio, Houston, and Dallas. But after 4 p.m., you can see right there that line of storms. They're severe, stretching from Dallas to Austin to San Antonio. After 8 p.m., San Antonio likely in the clear. But if you're traveling from Dallas to Houston to anywhere in Louisiana and Arkansas, that's where the start's going to be with this particular system. If you look closely on the backside of this low, some snow develops, but for Lubbock, for Amarillo, for the Panhandle, and the south is I-20. You can see that rotation, some heavy rain for the Red River by early Friday morning, and even some scattered snow flurries between Lubbock, Amarillo, and north of San Angelo. San Angelo doesn't look like it's going to cash in on anything. But again, that's the timing on this low. Some scattered rain tomorrow morning. Tomorrow lunchtime, generally quiet, some sunshine peeking through. And then after 2 p.m. tomorrow, storms light up out west and then move like this from west to east past Dallas, past Austin, past San Antonio. And the heaviest rain, the flooding threat will be in Arkansas, Memphis, towards Tennessee, Kentucky, northern Arkansas, and northern Mississippi, northern Alabama. That's the flooding threat. For us in Texas, even in San Antonio, it's fast. After 8 p.m., this rain is out and we're clear. As a matter of fact, Friday and Saturday look mostly quiet. And you can see on this particular forecast right here, by Friday, 75, it's cooler, 78 on Saturday, 79 on Sunday. So as temperatures are warm and humid through Thursday, through tomorrow, it cools down significantly by Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Mornings will be back in the 40s, highs in the 70s. And how much rain are we looking at? It just hasn't been optimistic, just because it's going to be a fast-moving line, maybe 1/100th to 1/10 of an inch quick, and that's about it. Highest totals will be out near Dallas, Fort Worth, northeast Texas, and away from San Antonio. So we'll end off on the 7-day forecast, guys. Tomorrow, best chance at storms, 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. Quick line, moving in fast. And then that's about it. There is a chance at some small hail as that line moves through. Some straight line winds up to 40, maybe 50 miles an hour. And even some rotation, but that's going to be isolated. And the highest threat will be in northeast Texas, but they're just very low threats for San Antonio. And after 8 p.m., it clears out. Friday, sunny. Highs in the 70s, 78 on Saturday, and 79 on Sunday. Looking pretty good for the first weekend of March. Have a wonderful Wednesday, guys. First day of March. Make it a great one. Enjoy the spring-like weather. Upper 80s, lower 90s today. Similar tomorrow as that chance at storms moves in after 3 p.m. tomorrow. After 8 p.m. tomorrow night, it clears out. And the rest of the weekend looks sunny, highs in the upper 70s. Looking pretty good. All right, guys, have a wonderful day. Make it a great Wednesday and be safe.